Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I know I have been away. Welcome to Poseidon's Daughter. If you're new here, if you've just found me, I have been away for about 7 months, and I am filming this on March the 16th, which happens to be my birthday. It's been a while. I've kind of been out of touch. There's been a lot going on with me, and I know with y'all. I'm sure there's been a lot that you've gone through since the last time we interacted with each other, or the last time you've seen me. We are in the year of the fire horse. This is a brand new 1 year. Collectively, we are all going through some new beginnings, new cycles. It's very exciting time that we're in right now. There's a lot going on. And I just wanted, before I started in the messages, I hope everyone's doing well. Before I get started with the messages. If you're new here, my name is Charm. I go by Charm. Obviously, that's not my real name, but it's a form of my real name, and it's just a fun name that I wanted to be called on here. That it's very endearing to me. And I'm a Pisces. I'm a master number 11, life path number 11, destiny number 7, and it's kind of where I came up with the name with Poseidon's Daughter. There's a backstory to that. I'm actually connected in a sense energetically to that. You might say maybe through my horoscope chart or my birth chart or whatever I am. But there is a backstory to that, and maybe one day I'll tell it. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Interestingly enough. Okay, let's see. This is some tarot. I'm actually going to use real tarot. For those of you that are new to my channel, I don't use tarot. I use oracle decks, and I use index cards with messages that I've written on them and other types of energies that I use. So I'm going to use to get a read on what the main focus is of this reading from the Tarot of the Divine. Let's just see what pops out. If anything is going to guide us. What is the main focus before I get into the messages that I have written down? Right there, they're telling me. Knight of Wands. This is very Sagittarius energy. I know a lot of people read this card as Aries. I always read it as Sagittarius. Fiery action, passion. We are in the year of the fire horse. And granted, on this card, they're not necessarily riding a horse here, but it is a card of action. And the Knight of Wands is very adventurous. So that's why I always have that. So there's some type of action that could be very passionate, that has an adventure, like the Knight of Wands. We're going to get clarification. This is just going to be like what we have up here. Okay, so the messages, before I start pulling the other energies that I got. So a while ago, like I think it was last week or so, I was watching PBS, and they had an Andrea Bocelli concert. Like, it was a big event where he had, I don't know if any of you all saw it. It was amazing. They did it there in Italy, I think, really close to his hometown in Tuscany or something. And he is amazing. He's still singing over 30 years worth. To sing like that and still have his voice be perfect is absolutely freaking amazing. But the standout duet that he did a lot of collaborations with some amazing artists. One of the collaborations that he did was with Shania Twain. And this song was absolutely breathtaking. It took my breath away. I was crying through the whole thing. And then it came up again when I was shuffling the decks and I was cleansing the cards and I was going through my whole thing before, I do the reading. And the song from this moment on, so there is a particular from now going forward that is happening with collective. And the lyric that came through for me was where she goes, "My dreams came true because of you." And then Italy might be relevant, or there might be something about Italian or Italy or something that is pertaining to this reading, since that is very strong in there. A type of a coming together, an event. Then the next song that I was told to include in this reading is a song from Earth, Wind, and Fire. Earth, Wind, and Fire. That's the way of the world. There's a lyric in the song that goes, "We've come together on this special day to sing our message loud and clear." So there is, like I said, there is a coming. I wrote this ahead. I wrote coming together up here. And then when I got this song, I didn't realize that I would be then talking about, again, coming together with Earth, Wind, and Fire. So maybe there's some elements involved too. I don't know. I'll pull some elements and we'll see. Something about getting a message out loud and clear, coming together. And I feel like this is a very like, you're not doing something alone for sure. And because I got, this is crazy, I got the song Hearts of Fire. Well, Hearts of Fire. They say Hearts of Fire creates love, desire, right? But the song is called That's the Way of the World. There was a TV show on television that had this as their theme song, but the name of the TV show was called Hearts of Fire with John Ritter. And then all of a sudden they were showing me John Ritter, and that went to Three's Company. And if you've ever seen that show from the 70s, John Ritter played Jack Tripper, and he had the two girls that lived with him, Chrissy and Janet. And they were roommates, but they were also like really close friends. And so I feel like there could be some of y'all out there that have like friendships like that, where you're really good friends, but you're goofy and you meddle in each other's businesses, but you love each other. And there's some type of a trio or something like a trio or something like this energy from Three's Company that is influencing this coming together and singing a message loud and clear and something like that. So I'm going to leave these messages over here where I can see them. And it's obviously something to do with taking some action that's fiery, that's like Sagittarius energy. Let's do the elements. What element is guiding this reading, please and thank you, Spirit? This one. Water. Emotional. In combination with your emotions, the tool that you're going to be utilizing from your 7 chakras is going to be your third eye. Wow. So, to me, this is very high priestess energy. She's not here, but this is what this represents. A knowing, an understanding of something. Ooh, what are you guys doing? What are you guys, interesting. I want to know. Can you clue me in on it? I want to be a part of this. All right, let's do numerology. Going to be guided by the wisdom of the numbers. Right here. 5. Adventure. Yes, I said that. Adventure. Isn't this really similar to this? It's fire. I mean, it's not Leo, but this is about really high energy 5. She could be a life path 5. You don't have to. It's very curious, and you have to be adaptable in whatever this is. Okay. And the Chinese zodiac sign that is going to also lend us their wisdom. Thank you very much. Let's see who it's going to be. The rooster. You could be born in the year of the rooster. You don't have to be. The rooster is the 10th sign in the lineup. The roosters are notorious for being hardworking. They're very punctual, detailed oriented, and confident. It's a lot of confidence in whatever this event or coming together is. It's like, there's like an emotional, intuitive guidance about this. There's been a lot of hard work behind all of this. It's right on time. Roosters, they crow cock-a-doodle-doo. There's like some type of timing involved in this that's very specific. The timing is right on time. It's going to be like almost explosive with that 5 energy is super high energy. We'll pull the 7 deadly sins, because that's the foil if we need to. I don't like to necessarily focus on the negative all the time, but if I feel like we need to, then we will. Let's just see what comes out in the messages. All right, so these are the guided messages that I have created on some index cards. We're going to pull 4. I like 4. 4 is very stable and dependable. It reminds me of like the 4 of Wands type energy. It's also like the 4 elements. Okay, there's 1. Ah, it's upside down. Burst is in reverse. So this is, interesting. So it's like, it might just be something that the opposite of burst is. This energy is not, it's not sudden. We'll get more clarification on this. That's very interesting. Burst is in reverse. Okay, what are the other 3? Please and thank you, Spirit. Didn't I talk about, I said Three's Company said there's like the friendship, there's a group, there's something like that. Friendship, like a rainbow shall rise. So it's something that's not necessarily going to burst on the scene. It's something that, because you worked really hard in this 5 energy, the roost, because the rooster, it's hard working. So in evening silence. So it's not something that's going to be silent. Makes sense with the rooster energy here. Something that's going to be loud, but it's not. It's like it's like a build up. It's like a crescendo. Oh, it's just like music. That's where the Andrea Bocelli comes into place. It's like a crescendo when the music gradually gets louder and then it's like really poignant. It's like dramatic almost. Riddle in reverse. So something that's no longer confusing. That's good. Okay, I like that. And we're going to use this new deck I haven't used on here before. Normally I use the Oracle of Mystical Moments. We're going to use the Earth and Bone Oracle deck that I really love. It's very scorpionic. It's very about that type of energy. Okay, so let's clarify. Burst, that's in reverse. Something that is like a crescendo, a slow build-up. Okay. Flight, number 28. An opportunity, something that's a lot of prosperity, a new venture. 28 breaks down to a 10. We are when the 10 breaks down to a 1. So it's like the completion of a cycle, and now we're in the new energy. of 1 this year. 2 is all about duality, and you could be doing something in a partnership, working together. It's balancing out something. And then 8 is very karmic. It's also infinite energy. So something that was always meant to come together is going to come in like a crescendo, like almost like music. It's going to be done very beautifully, just like Bocelli is. He's an amazing singer, performer. The way he utilizes his voice is absolutely a gift. Okay, so what is something's a gift? Maybe this friendship is a gift. Friendship shall like a rainbow rise, or this partnership, or this group, or whatever this is. It could be a friendship that is in the physical. It could be a friendship that you don't see with your spirit guides or angels or whoever, whatever you are working with, or that you understand is there for you. Okay. Friendship shall like a rainbow rise, shadow. Wholeness, integration, repressed emotions. So it's like through good times and bad times, I'll be on your side forevermore. That's what friends are for. It's like y'all went through something. This situation, this group, could be work, could be whatever, family, friend, whatever this is, y'all went through something. Y'all went through something where you had to integrate a lot of the good, the bad, and the ugly, and to become whole again. 37/7 is very spiritual. It's higher level learning. 3 is all about creativity. It can also be very curious. And there was a curiosity to experience this. I feel like together in this group setting, whatever this is. This is also a 10, so it's a beginning of something new as well, coming full circle in that energy. And go ahead and just do the last 2. Oh, wow. It's interesting. Okay. In evening silence, something that is very opposite of being quiet. Visionary, number 9. 9 is about ascending. I feel like it's very Sagittarius in that sense, like you're ascending, you're on the rise, but you went through something. You went through, obviously we talked about that. You went through understanding and learning some things. And you shared those experiences with others in whatever way you did that. And that's how you grew. And there's now either you become like a visionary, or there's a visionary, or there's something going on where there's a lot of self-worth. There's a lot of confidence. There's a lot of passion. We got the fire out here with the Knight of Wands. And visionary, I feel like, is very similar to like we said, in a sense, like with the water, the high priestess isn't here, but I feel like this could be very similar in that way. Someone who has an understanding, who's got the self-worth, who's kind of reminiscent to the 9 of Pentacles, sort of is in there with the confidence and the self-worth. Understand, this is very loud because this is in reverse. You're not silent about this. You know where you're going. You have a map. You can see clearly where you're going in this. And it's not, you're not confused. This isn't a riddle anymore about your strength, about how strong you are. You're ready to take something on. There's a clarity here. Again, clarity. I just feel like there's the invisible high priestess is here. I swear. she's roaming around here somewhere. And there's a lot of freedom in all of this with this 5 energy. It's just like, and it's social, and it feels really good. This is really good. You feel really good about this because you went through a lot of stuff, and it's great to be here, which I think is, I love that. I love that for everyone. Let's get, with the Knight of Wands, I want to get the clarification on a little bit more clarity with the Knight of Wands, since that was the main influence. Nothing really wants to jump out. It's really funny. I have to... wait, no. It was like teasing me. No, again, that's funny. No, okay. Silence, that's really funny. This is so interesting. We got in evening silences in reverse in this, but this clarifying this movement. You may want to move in silence. Something about moving in silence. 29. Breaks down to 11. It's a master number, a life path master number 11, which is about bridging the physical and the spiritual together. Having clarity with that. I mean, this could be the representation with the collaboration that I talked about with Andrea Bocelli and all the people that he collaborated, especially with Shania Twain. I felt like there's some type of coming together, an event that's going to not be obvious, and maybe that's why you have to be very intuitive with your third eye. Know when this is coming. Know when to move. Know when to move. That's interesting. It's emotional clarity. High Priestess. She knows, but she doesn't say, right? But there's a lot of passion. There's a lot of fire in this. We are in the fire horse energy. So that makes year of the fire horse. So that makes a lot of sense, how that's influencing us. And then let's just get, I just want to see if there's anything that's going to, what is the foil in all of this? What is it that, because it's really great. There's always something to look out, you gotta be mindful of. When you overcome a lot of things, it's great to overcome obstacles, to heal, to work on yourself and all of those things, but we never really stop. And there's always situations and things that continue to poke us or challenge us. There's always going to be more challenges, right? So what is it that we need to be aware of, Spirit? Pride. Okay, so this is the foil. The thin line between righteousness and self-righteousness. Let's clarify it with the Ocean Spirit Oracle. What is pride pertaining to that we need to watch out for? Specifically, in what way? Oh, okay. Wow. Growth. That's so interesting. 42, which breaks down to a 6, which is very harmonious. It's about love. 4 is very dependable. 2 is balance, flourish, and thrive. So there's a pride here to watch out for. Somebody may, and this is 2 sides of the coin, so take it how it resonates with you and wherever it is that you're at in your life and whatever you're dealing with. I feel like there is a pride to protect the way things grow. There's a pridefulness. And in order for things to really grow the way they're meant to, organically, you can't be so, yourself can't really be so interjected into that. You have to let things develop the way they need to. You have to let others find their way and have a sense of understanding that, you know, there's a purpose for everything. And my favorite expression ever is let go and let God. And so I feel like either someone could be there, whoever this is, either someone you're dealing with, or watch out for your own pride getting in the way of growth. Maybe the growth that you've had. This could be a stumbling block that you can, I'm not saying you could, some of you could, not everybody. This isn't necessarily gonna be the same for everybody. But for those of y'all, you could get in the way of your own growth by letting your pride get in the way, sneak in there a little bit. You know, I know best. I know this is for me. I know what I'm doing. I'm going to take the reins. And, you know, this did show up in here. And it's great. It's great to have a lot of confidence and to know what you want. But you've got to be able to also, maybe that's where the silence comes in. To silence, you got to be listening to as well. Being able to listen to what everyone else's input is and then consider all of that. And then somebody else is doing this to you where you feel like someone's being too prideful in the way that they're handling something, they're leading, they're doing whatever they're doing, and you feel like it's stifling your growth. You feel like it's stifling your growth. Let's get the advice. What is the advice from the Shamanic Crystals Oracle on this pride, not allowing collective to flourish and thrive in whatever way that is? What is the advice? Please and thank you, Spirit. Here. Rhinodite. I love this color. It's so pretty. Even the greatest sorrows can become valuable allies. Let's read a little bit of this. What I take from that is, we have the water and the third eye, right? Intuitively understanding that wherever this pride shows up, try to look at it as a learning tool. Try to look at them as a learning tool, or try to understand where your flaws are as a way to understand the situation a little bit better. Maybe making friends with them. You know, that's why we've got it's a shadow. It's coming together with the shadow. And through that, friendship shall rise like a rainbow. Now, if there's somebody who is just not going to conform to that, and no matter what, you know, what they are, they're just living in their pride or whatever, you can only do so much. So then I feel like it's more about where your focus is on taking care of what you can do in the situation. So we'll read just a little bit of this. 97. Yeah, seriously. It says, welcome, dear soul. I know you have traveled a very long path. Many lives speak of you and many trials and pains you have had to overcome. I understand well what you feel and what you experience. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Watch this. I know, it says, I am the Rhinodite spirit, a proud warrior with a deep heart. Water element. Who knows what forgiveness is and who knows every mark on your heart. My traveling companion is the sacred and ancient white bison, whose characteristics are sacrifice and gift. Oh yes, there is no self-respecting warrior who has not sacrificed for the benefit of someone else, who has not wounded themselves. Maybe that's where the pride comes in whatever way that is. Leaving a permanent mark. You are just that, dear soul. The white bison is here to honor the warrior in you and the wounds that reside in your heart. They are a legendary and wise animal, and they show themselves to you now. Do not be afraid to love out of fear of being hurt, abandoned, or betrayed. Just love because your heart and soul are here for that. If you free yourself from attachment, from possession, no one can hurt you anymore because you're not attached to it anymore. It is your personality that is hurting. Your soul knows it's time to let go so you can be free. I know that the soul, like you, understands what I'm communicating to, whatever you're experiencing now. Ask yourself, how is it affected by these wounds? Observe yourself and ask yourself if you are acting as love would or as fear would. And it's interesting how we got pride and the warrior, which is also a lion. So understand where the lion energy, the Leo energy is. Is it fear-based, or is it unconditional love? You know, where find out, find your footing in this. And if you're dealing with a person who's very prideful, then understand that it's a them issue and it's not you, and you're not doing anything wrong, and it's their journey that they have to self-discover and figure out. You can't fix everybody, but don't allow them to put and project onto you, for sure. Find the lesson in it. Maybe sometimes you can make a friend in the situation, because you know we're all growing, we're all learning, but it's about understanding the balance of all of that. And intuitively, there's something about all of this that collectively is going to lead to this big event of understanding the pride in something, the way something was handled, and you're going to be able to see through the crap or whatever of it, and have the confidence to see the outcome of what it needs to be, of what it needs to look like. And I feel like those are the messages. And I hope that everybody has a wonderful day. And good to be back. I don't know how many I'm going to start uploading. I don't know. This is my first one in like a while, but I feel good about it. And thank you for stopping by, and I hope to see you back again. Bye.